Hey there, thanks for signing in. Welcome to the Picnic Table Ant Chat. We start in half an hour after a bit of feeding in the multi-species tank. See you there. Hey there guys and girls, only 15 minutes left of this feeding before the interview starts. See you there. There we go. Hello there, everybody. Welcome back to the Picnic Table Ant Chat. With me, your host, Tom from Ants on the Rock. Today, we were supposed to have KB Ants with us, but he's been unable to attend. So instead, we have Ants Hood, who's happily stepped in. So if you want to say hi, Ants Hood.
Hey guys, you don't know I am. I'm Ants Hood. I'm happy to be here. Just step in, as it were.
Yeah, we're really, really glad to have you, Hood. Really happy to have you. Everyone loves hearing from you, and we've got lots of questions about your Solenopsis colony for you.
Yep.
As you might have expected. You released a video on them today, didn't you? Or was that yesterday?
No, it was today I did it. It was a bit of a lastminute.com, to be fair. I wanted to get a video out, but because it's my wife's birthday today, her parents came around yesterday, and we've been busy today, so I kind of just had to bash them together. So it wasn't my finest video in the world, but still, it's out there.
Yeah, I haven't actually had a chance to watch it yet. I'm probably going to get to that after all of this sort of stuff. Do you want to just give us a quick rundown of what it's about?
Well, excuse me. It's basically just an overview of how I look after them, because I get this asked a lot, especially when I've got colonies that are doing quite well, like my Solenopsis, like my Nodas, like my Nikos. People always used to ask me, what are you doing to get them to grow so well? So this was just a bit of an overview, because obviously if you look at the stats online and stuff like that, and on websites about how to keep Solenopsis, they say you can go up to 28 degrees, and some even say up to 30 degrees, but I've kept mine at 25, I think it is, and they're doing fine. Okay. So that's what I've done, and that's what I'm telling people on this, how much I feed them and stuff, and how I always use liquid feeders like with honey water or something like that. Yeah. But with these guys, it's impossible, because they've got this undying habit to want to bury everything. So all they do is bury it, break the surface tension, it leaks everywhere, and you've got a mess. Yeah. So now I've moved on to the gel pots. So basically, it's quick summary. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay. I know the gel pots, they're like the standard jelly pots that you get in like any reptile shop, yeah?
Yeah, I think so. I've got some here if you bear with me. Woo. They're just these. I think I got these from Akushi. So
yeah, okay.
They're sweet ones and not protein ones. I tried the protein ones a little while ago on my Nicobrensis, because I was looking to see, because I was going away, what I could use that I could feed them over a long period of time, as it were, and it would keep fairly fresh. But they didn't take to it at all, so it was a bit of a no-starter. But I'm using these on a couple of species now, and they do good, really, to be fair.
Yeah,
I'm not fully moving away from liquid feeders, but I do like them.
Yeah, I mean, I do have some, and I think they're the carb ones, not the protein ones. My ants don't seem that bothered. It's more for the beetles and the isopods and things like that. They love it, they absolutely go nuts for it. But the ants just don't seem that bothered by it.
Well, I wonder if I can. How do I flip the camera around on this? Camera. No, I can't. Okay, I was going to try and flip it around for you.
It's not easy.
But yeah, my Nikos are definitely going to town on it. The Nodas are using them, and they've pretty much devoured all of the first tub. And my Solenopsis are on their second tub now, so they do like them.
Wow.
They do like them.
Okay, because I've seen that Ants Canada uses them quite a lot, doesn't he?
Well, that's where I got the idea from, because I've seen on his channel, not that I really watch it anymore, not since I spat my dummy out anyway, but I've seen it on his channel, and I've got my PJs on, by the way. Yeah, that was a Christmas present for my auntie many moons ago, so now I use it as PJ top. Sorry. Yeah, I've seen it on his channel, and I noticed that his Solenopsis never seemed to bury them. So I decided to move over to that to see if it worked, and it did. So I've kind of used them on other ants as well, just more of a long-term feeding carbohydrates to them, because obviously honey water, especially in the temperature of my room is at the moment, because to keep my leaf cutters at the right temperature, so I don't get all the condensation and stuff like that. So honey water goes off fairly quickly at the moment. So I'm just exploring different. Is that a spider right behind me? Oh my word, it is.
Oh,
Can you see
yeah,
that?
I can see it.
All right, I've got to move that away from my head. There you go.
Well, I'm glad we caught that one.
Sorry, I just seen it in my refer. I was like, "What is that by my head?"
That's brilliant.
All right, I've lost
yeah.
train of thought now.
Yeah, completely.
Yeah, so I've moved on to other stuff to feed carbohydrates from the standard honey water that I always use. You can tell I'm really tired. You can tell in my eyes and everything. I've also been using the. Do you like these sweet honey stuff? Sweet carbohydrate stuff you get from shops like the Ant Lady and Ant.
Yeah. The ant sugars. That's what I use. Yeah.
Yeah, because they've got preservatives in them. They seem to last a lot longer than what honey water does as well. So it's definitely. I'm just trying out them at the moment just to see what works best. If they like the honey pots more than the liquid, then I'll keep to the honey pots the jelly pot, where I can. But if they don't get on with it, I've got the option of using that too. But it's just because my room's constantly 25 now all year round.
Yeah, that's a nice warm room.
Yeah, it's the only one that's in the house that's warm at the moment.
yeah. We've got a question here from All Ants UK. Hood, how big is your leaf cutter colony at the moment?
I'll show you.
Oh.
Where's my camera?
Yeah,
right,
that's it.
You can't see much but leaves at the moment, but let me see if I can move the camera a bit better so you can see it. So that's them at the moment. As you can see, the fungus is doing really well. It's kind of hiding.
Oh wow!
Feeding it. I've obviously got leaves in there, but they're doing really well. Work account, I would not like to guess. I'll readjust the camera in a second, guys. Sorry. I wouldn't like to guess on work account because it's really difficult. Sorry, got foam in my face. It's really difficult to gauge because they're all in and out the fungus. It's not as if like a nest you can open up and have a look inside. So it's really. I've not seen the queen in ages, but I've got some pictures that I took recently that I've got plenty of brood as well, so I know she's fine. Workers, I'd make a guesstimate and say about 150, 200 max.
Wow. Okay.
And even that, I think that might be a slight over exaggeration. But yeah, they're doing really well. My fungus is growing really well. I've really been experimenting with leaves over the winter period. They really like Italian older.
Okay.
Leaves. And because they've been keeping their leaves, I thought, wow, they're going to be green all year round. Bonus. But then after the frosts and snow, they start to drop off. So I'm going to have to start looking elsewhere now.
Yeah.
They really like that. They really do like that. So yeah, they're doing really well, to be fair. Really, really well. I'm really pleased.
That fungus has literally like tripled in size since I last saw it.
I know, tell me about it. It was really a toss-up between my Solenopsis and my leaf cutters, to be fair, today, what video I did. If I do a midweek one update before Christmas, which is not looking likely, but if I do, for you, I'll do an update on my leaf cutters.
Brilliant. Thank you.
So you can have a good look at them. But yeah, they're doing great. And considering they were gifted to me by Ant Davey, so I really appreciate that. And I wouldn't have accepted his offer for free ones if I didn't get the opportunity to alpha test Wakushi's Outworld on it. He's making modifications to that Outworld, that setup from the feedback from Ant Holifer, Rob J, myself. I think Antantic's tried one as well. So he's modified it. I've seen a quick glimpse of that design as well, so that's going to be cool. But I do want to get a new pod for them after Christmas with my Christmas money, probably, because as you can see, putting any decent amount of leaves in there. Yeah, exactly. And if you start putting a decent amount of leaves in there, you can't really see a lot of what's going on. So I really want to get another pod so I can start getting them to feed from the other pod as well. So they actually start to form a bit of a trail then to the fungus garden, so I can actually watch that and observe it. And I think that would be brilliant to feed to film as well. So definitely excited about that one.
Yeah, that's pretty much what we all like. That's what everyone's waiting to see, isn't it? When you get all the different pods set up and the trailing, and it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, so I'm really, like I said, I'm really looking forward to it. And I mean, talk about grand plans. I really want them to have them like, going around the room, as it were.
Yeah.
Where I'm thinking rope. If they don't drop off the rope, small bit of rope first to see how much they drop off, if they drop off at all. If they don't, they're making it a bit bigger and suspend that with fishing line because ants can't climb the fishing line. So if they don't fall off the rope, then I'm over here with my hand action. Woo. Yeah. So if you cut it, so I was saying, yeah. So if I do a route around the room, as it were, I can observe them without having any acrylic in the way or anything like that. And because it's suspended by fishing wire, they can't climb it. So if they don't fall off, it should be a good idea, I think.
Yeah, I think that'd be really cool, actually. Really
If
cool.
it worked.
I've seen some stuff like that, but they normally use like wire wrapped around it, so it kind of holds that shape, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I've seen that as well. And also, you can get like, do you know, like what people use in their terrarium builds, those kind of viney.
Yeah, like reptile stuff, bendy stuff, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. I've been looking at that as well, but I think for the length that I want to achieve, I mean, this is probably going to be like a couple of years going forward. So I don't think they're going to get to any kind of size anytime soon to do that. But saying that, though, a lot of ants, they get to a certain size and they seem to like quadruple over a couple of days. Yeah, exactly. So you never know, but that's going forward plans. But we'll have to wait and see. I mean, if I can pull it off, it would be awesome. It would really be awesome. The cat might like it though, because he'll probably be looking at it and be like, "Oh, I wonder if I can pour that."
Yeah, the cat will probably think it's like a climbing rope, and one nightmare. We've got a couple of random questions. One about your feet picks. Are you going to swap your Nico's for BigRoss's foot picks?
Whose foot? Big? No, unfortunately, I'm not going to swap my Nico's for foot picks off Ross. I think that might have been Big Ross that actually made that comment. I've not got the chat up because I keep looking at it. I need to stop that. So yeah, I bet it's Big Ross that made that comment because I think he did it on a chat group that we're part of, making jokes. But he likes to drink as well, so if he can get down to the Ancon, that would be awesome too.
Yeah, right. So we'll talk about that in a minute because I've heard about it recently, and yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute. Wacky Ant-Man has asked how your Mesa are. I can't pronounce that.
Arenaris.
There you go.
Yeah,
how are they doing?
They're doing really well, to be fair. Bit upsetting, but not really. I noticed my first dead worker with them. I think it was a couple of days ago when I was cleaning them out. Not a massive drama. It's not a huge die-off, but it's the first dead worker I've actually picked out of that colony since having them. So I can tell you that the workers are very long-lived. Because I think I've had that colony since the start of this hunting season. I think I'm not sure when I got them, to be honest.
Oh wow!
But I'll have to check my videos. So they've gone pretty much the whole of summer without any dead workers. So I've got my first ones. I'm not overly too concerned, and because I'm looking at them. That's why I keep looking over that way. Because because they're constantly producing brood at the moment, I've got no worries of a mass die-off and them not having any workers left. So not too concerned with them at all. They're doing really well. There is a massive pupae in there. And I'm kind of curious to see if it's going to be a super major that will be the size of the queen as they're reportedly to get. If it is, you'll see me dancing on the spot and jigging because it'll be awesome to see. Really, cool. Really looking forward to that one. But we'll have to wait and see though. But other than that, I think I've got about 40 or so workers. They don't get very big in size. A lot of sources say they only get to 100 plus workers. I've seen somewhere where they said 10,000, but I think they might have copy and pasted that from Mesa Barbarus or something. So, but yeah, most of them say they only get to a couple of hundred in size. So I've got probably a mid-sized colony at the moment. So yeah, they're doing good. They are doing very good.
That's cool. That's good. We're getting loads of people. Right. I'm not going to ask you for an ant room tour, just for the fact you could probably do that in one of your videos, can't you?
Yeah, it will be a new year, new season when I think I'll give an update on everything that's going on.
Yeah. I mean, I did one. I started filming the other day, and half my colonies are in hibernation. So it's like I'm filming empty shelves.
Well, true. I've only got one native ant that's not in hibernation. That's my Rufibarbus. My former Rufibarbus. I couldn't think of the family name. Yeah, they're not in hibernation at the moment, because they just constantly pumping out brood at the moment, and I've got no indication that they want to hibernate at all. And if they don't want to hibernate, that means they probably haven't built up the fat stores or the stores
they're not ready
to go into hibernation. To start to look at forcing them into hibernation, probably end up killing them. So with them, I've just let them be and just keep observing them and see if they're showing any signs, which at the moment they're not. So I'll leave them to it.
Yeah, that's pretty much the same as one of my latest Niger colonies. Just powered on through, like I say, just still eating, still doing its thing. And I'm just, like I say, just watching and seeing what they do. If they've kind of gone a little bit quieter in the last week or two, I'll say that. But I think that's just because it has really dropped temperature-wise, and there has been a slight couple of degree drop in the room, So it might just be that. But yeah, they're still powering through, still taking on protein even now. So I'm not too worried.
No, I wouldn't be. No, I wouldn't be, to be fair. I didn't hibernate them last year because the reason for armistice was because I got them so late in the season. So I let them be. But they didn't do too well at the start of the season. I thought they were on the way out, obviously. But then I moved them out of the setup. They were into a test tube. Then boom, they just exploded. I think I did a video on it, actually. But so they've not actually hibernated since I've had them, which is unusual for me because I tend to hibernate all my hibernating species. So, but yeah.
Oh well. Right. So whilst it's coming up, let's talk about the AntCon that's happening. I don't know a lot about it. You probably know a lot more than me. All I know is that there's one happening. I'm definitely going to go. You say what you know about it first. Go for it.
Right. So I only found out about this last week, to be honest. So it's all super new to me. Hasn't stopped me book my hotel already. But I can't remember the exact place in Wales it's going to be, but it's where Antantics is. So if you look on his website, you'll see his address and you'll find out where it is. Well, I imagine so anyway. It's on the 21st of May. There is very limited space, so keep an eye out for tickets because they're probably going to sell like hotcakes because I know that they're Antantics, Wakushi, and those two, because it's only those two organising it. They've been inundated with requests and stuff like that. And I know one of my Patreons, because we had a chat on my Discord, which you're invited to come along to, which you didn't, by the way. One of my Patreons, Adrian's going to pop over from America, so even he's going to come out and see it. So it's going to be really good. I know it's not going to be just a load of people standing around talking about ants. There is going to be different presentations. There's going to be offers. The tickets are going to cost money, obviously, but apparently, from what I've heard, you're going to get freebie stuff when you buy a ticket anyway when you arrive. So you kind of making your money back. Yeah, exactly. So it's definitely worth it. Like I said, space is limited to 30 that I know of at the moment. So they are going to go like hotcakes. But I think the idea is just to gauge the interest on this one. And then scale it up for the next year when they do it, and hopefully do it somewhere a bit more centralised than Wales, because Wales is almost as bad as Cornwall when it comes to roads.
So I've spoken to Antics because obviously we planned to have an AntCon at some point later in that year. So I've spoken to Antics about what sort of thing we had planned. I'm waiting for a reply still. Maybe we'll see if we can collab with them in the future ones, or I don't know. It opens up a huge amount of possibilities. The fact that there's something already happening now. I got really excited by it. I was like, we might be able to work together in the future because we're all. Our one was more content creators, wasn't it? We were all content creators, kind of grouping together to do it rather than the businesses. So maybe it would be great to collab with them and see what happens in the future. But that I don't know. I mean, we might just carry on and do our own separate thing.
Like I said, we initially did the talks on it, didn't we? But unfortunately, JB, well, we all know what's happened with JB he's disappeared off the face of the earth, and he's just a figment of every content watcher imagination now. Hopefully he comes back soon, because I do miss him. I miss his videos big time, but because he's one of the ones I really enjoyed watching. But anyway, so I mean, I'm happy to help out anyone. I'm happy to help out the one that we were talking about. I'm more than happy to help out with the AntCon. I've offered, as well as myself, and I think all the other content creators that have been contacted. I've offered to do presentations and stuff if need to be as well, just to so people aren't just standing around talking. So but I'm looking forward to it. And more importantly, I think I'm more I'm interested to actually meet people as well.
Yes.
I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Because it's all well and good watching our videos and then doing stuff like this, and but you don't really get to know somebody until you have a couple of beers, if you ask me. But
yeah. No, I think you're right there. It's going to be, like you say, the best part of it is meeting everyone. I cannot wait for that. I meet you properly.
yes. Well, I'll make sure I wear this T-shirt. By the way, look, it's in a pocket.
Yeah. Oh, please. Yeah. That is good. That is. You'll have to wear that. Hang on. Basic. And for most of the way, but it's sort of in the middle of nowhere. Come. I cannot pronounce that, even though it's kind of an English word. I can't pronounce it. It's still Welsh to me. But middle of Wales is quite a hard one to get to. I'd probably be catching a train. I don't know.
Well, if you need to catch a train, you need someone to pick you up from a train station. Just drop me a line, mate.
Yeah, thank you, buddy. Well, we've got quite a lot of people coming in. I've got quite a few questions still to go with. How are your Nikos doing after that die-off that they had?
Not bad, actually. I'm looking at them now. I clean them out at least once a week. And I've not cleaned them out this week yet because I haven't had a chance. But I've only got a handful of dead. So that's normal, to be fair. That's normal. I've just connected a wooden nest up to it. I got gifted to by one of my Patreons. And they're just exploring it at the moment, but I connected that up earlier today. But yeah, the S6 nest laptop is doing really good. Well, it was gifted to me by Lynn. I can't remember the name that she gave me. Naruto. Yeah. Lynn.
Yeah. Okay.
Lynn. They really like that, and they're doing really well in it. And it's a lot cleaner and tidier than what the and Canada one was. Probably need to expand it a bit, but no, they're doing really well, to be honest. They seem to be settled down into the little niche now and stabilised their population, where rather than have that initial boom and big die off. But no, they're doing all right. They are doing all right.
That's good. I'm just going to say
brood as well. Sorry, I'm looking behind the camera. That's why I'm like this, looking around.
Right.
There's plenty of brood as well, which is really good to see.
I'm just going to say a quick hello to Ant Antics, who's just joined minutes after we've been talking about the AntCon. So that's kind of convenient. If you wanted to post anything about the AntCon, any information and antics, please do feel free. Don't worry, you're more than welcome to talk about it in the Ant chat. We'd be happy to know any information, basically, because we're all eager to come.
We are. I am, definitely. I'm really looking forward to it as well.
I can't wait. Have you got any other video updates that you've got planned? Have you got any other plans for your channel over Christmas?
I think I'm working over Christmas. I'm working Christmas Day, Boxing Day, so I'm pretty going to spend Christmas evening on my own, depending what we can do. Because my missus is going to go off and see her family, because there's no point of her staying at home on her own, is there? So if I do, I'll be doing a video. If I do manage to go find somewhere to camp out for Christmas, so I've got some company, then I will probably won't do a video. So it's a bit hit and miss. But I'm going to say no for now. I don't think, if I might get a midweek one out, that would be cool. But I don't think I'm going to do any more videos now till next year, or to the start of next year. Probably around the first New Year's Day, because I don't imagine I'm going to be going out for New Year's Day, to be honest. I think we're all going to be in lockdown, to be honest, but hey.
Yeah, it does kind of seem that way, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
I'm waiting for the big announcement.
Yeah, but let's not talk about politics on this, because it'll make me upset and want to cry, because we're led by a bunch of...
Yeah, we won't get into politics in this chat.
No, because I'm Vicky Pollard now as well. No, I haven't got any massive plans to do any big videos at the moment. At the moment, I'm just kind of like plodding along, just doing like, this is how I'm doing with these Conleys, because I've got no plans apart from one Conley to get after the new year. But even then, when I get them, I'm not going to announce it on my channel, because last time I had them, they died. So I want to try and get them stable before I put them on the channel. There's a hint for you.
Yeah, okay. I'm trying to think, but I'm not going to spoil it. BigRoss, I've just sent you a link. If you get on Discord, it is there for you, buddy, so you can join on as well. Give me a couple of minutes. Yeah, cool. BigRoss will be joining in a minute, so that'll be interesting. Yeah. So I'm just closing apps and doing things on the computer and writing him in. So you mentioned that you're not going to be doing videos. I'm just going to mention I've got Wednesday. I'm not going to do one Christmas Day, obviously. I am going to be doing another picnic table on Boxing Day just because it'd be stupid not to. But it's going to be more of a relaxed one like this again that people can just jump on. There's no one really booked, is the word. No one booked for it. So just if you want to jump in, just jump in, let me know, sort of thing. And yeah, then I'll be back. What date did I say? The 5th is the end of my competition. So have you seen the competition yet?
I've seen it pop up on the feeds because I was with family. I've not had the chance to watch it yet, but I will be. And I will enter it because I love freebies. Freebies!
Right, I will. Yeah, exactly. Why not? I will. So I'm still doing that on the computer. I will quickly explain about the thing. So you got to like my video, subscribe to the channel, standard stuff. But then there's the choice between what ant colony you want me to show on the video when I come back. So you got the Polyrhacus dives, the bullet ants, Murano plus bicolor, or the Lasius nigus, which didn't bother to hibernate. So basically, it's just a bit more interesting than like, comment, subscribe. Right. But the prizes, you got a £25 voucher, a £15 voucher, and a £10 voucher. So I'm losing train of thought. So £25 voucher, £15 voucher, £10 voucher. But you can choose the shop that you get them in. So it doesn't have to be an ant shop either. It can be like a reptile shop. You can have it for plants or pretty much anything as long as it's related. Just added in BigRoss.
Hello,
There
boys.
we go. Hello, BigRoss, you right?
Yeah. Straight to the point, Hood. What's the crack with these foot picks, mate? You keep letting us down. How you doing, mate? You all right?
Foot fetish, mate.
How you doing, mate? You all right? Yeah, it's nice to meet you.
It's good to see you again, mate.
Yeah, man. Cheers, bro.
I'll just carry on with what I was saying. I was just explaining about my giveaway. It's 3 prizes. You choose where you want the gift voucher for, so it's not already set in stone. So if you're from America, you can have an American store. If you're from India, you can have wherever. And it just saves all the kind of shipping costs and that sort of issue. And then on top of this giveaway, I'm also going to be having a giveaway on my Twitch account. So if you've got Twitch, follow my Twitch. And I'll be having a giveaway on my Discord as well. So if you're on my Discord, keep an eye on that for around the Christmas day. And there will be a couple of prize giveaways on there as well.
Sweet.
Okay.
I seen you were doing
That's my advertisement bit done.
Checked it out yet, but I did see you were doing one.
Yeah. I mean, it's worth checking out just for the fact that they're not set in stone already. Because you know what I mean. Like if you get a voucher for a set shop, it's got to be that set shop. It kind of puts some people out of the mix. So I just thought, there's the money. The vouchers will come after we choose. If you know what I mean. It just makes sense to me. Never seen any. I can't pronounce that either. Ant ramblings.
Yeah,
I'm really bad with ant names. Really bad.
Was it? Hold on.
Pononomia.
Pononomia.
All right, I'm going to
try it again. I'm going to have a heart attack or something.
Say that again, Hood.
I said I'm going to have to have a look because I can't see what you're trying.
No, I don't honestly. I don't know that type of that. Right. Is there like a common household name? Ant ramblings. If you could just chuck in like a common household name that we might recognise, that'd be really handy. Thank you, Dino, putting all the links in the comments for me.
Is it
I don't know what he's trying to say. Sorry, mate.
Ponerania.
Ponerania. Look, I'm dyslexic. I can't even spell my own name without help. So I can't
Yeah,
read
we'll
words
just
like
call
that.
them ponds. Little
Yeah.
ponds.
Yeah.
Little
I don't
ponds.
recognise that.
No worries though.
No.
How are yours Conleys getting on then, Big Ross?
Sorry, mate. What's that?
How's your Conleys getting on?
I think a few of them went into hibernation. Obviously, I only started and keeping back in May. I was speaking to Tom about it last time that I was on. So I'm guessing they are in hibernation because when I checked on like me last year's Niger and a couple of the colonies, they are next to heat cables, keeping them at 23. I think what are at the moment. 22.4 at the moment. But they're all in a bundle right next to the cotton on the far side of the tube, what's closest to the water. They're literally just all holding the ball. So I guess that they're hibernating. So I decided to just leave them and not like interrupt them or anything. So I've let them do their own thing. My natural setup with the seven queen Ruber colony, they're still doing fine. I keep seeing workers all the time out in the setup walking around. I decided to drop a couple of chai seeds in just for the crack to see what would happen. And it's actually grew a fair bit. I don't know if I can turn my camera so you can see it or not. That's my little ant corner. But you can see there's a lot. It's all grew, all the green. So all the chai seed stuff is grew. But I've got another rubra colony in front of it from Best Ants UK. I think that's what they're called. Those guys sent us out a setup a while ago, and those guys they're doing fine as well. Yeah, I mean everything seems fine. It's all going good. I think. I'm hoping.
Oh, okay. I still can't pronounce those, but the transversa.
On the gamma gates.
Yes.
Yeah, I tend to avoid gamma gate species. The reason for that is gamma gates are just workers that obviously reproduce. And they've got the same kind of similar life expectancy. And unless the way I see it, unless you get two setups where you can have one producing males as well, so they can mate with each other. So if the queen does, or the dominant female, the reproductive female does die, then she can be replaced by another worker. Your colony's not really going to last any period of time. So unless it's a species that massively interests me, I tend to avoid colonies that don't have queens.
So what's that? Because I was like that sounds quite completely new to me. Like I'm unaware of that.
See, what you do is you get there's two main types of of ant colonies. You'll get your standard one like you used to with a queen or queens, which are slightly larger. They're different shaped, but they perform and they perform that role, as it were. Then in the gamma gate system, you get workers that can reproduce. And what happens generally, this is a generalization, by the way, but what generally happens is a dominant female will produce young. And then as those young mature into adults, she will take away their reproductive glands. And then when she dies, pretty much. And then when she dies, the brood that hadn't matured to adults yet would then be all reproductives. Then they'll compete with each other, taking their other's reproductive glands off
for the lead
until there's only one that's got them, and then she will send out the pheromones. A male will come from another colony, mate with her, and then the cycle starts again. But because they're only workers, they've only got a set life expectancy. It's quite a general turnover of workers as queens, as it were. So, and because in our environment as ant keepers, we can't keep up with that. Excuse me. Well, not how I can see anyway, or I've really explored. I generally don't bother with gamma gates because they don't last that long generally. So that's a different system.
They're really interesting, the answering. Honestly, like, all the different kinds of species and the way like they live and the things they do. I mean, like you got like Mesa barbarus, like the harvester ants, what make ant bread and stuff, and then you got like leaf cutters that do the fungus. I mean, that one there that you've just put what there. I've never even heard about that before. Never ever. So that's something no the what's it, Germanic they get it.
Gamma gates.
Yeah, them ones. I've never heard about them ones before. Never heard about them before. So yeah, you learn something new every day.
My bullet ants are gamma gates.
How are they getting on?
They're doing really well, actually. I think the numbers are definitely on the rise. I fed them a roach a couple of days ago, and they normally drag it into the nest, and you never see it again. But they just couldn't get it up the slope because they've dug so much out of the tunnels now that like they've there's like an extra inch or two of the soil all around the entrance, so they just couldn't get up the slope. So watching them eat it, there's definitely more activity than there has been in the past. So they're doing really well. Again, going into them with the Gamagate situation, I've kind of got a idea of how often I need to be trying out adding in males. I assume if I try adding in a male probably every 6 months or so, they're either going to kill it or accept it. So that's kind of what I'm going to try. I'm not sure how it goes. It is an experiment for me. This is my first Gamagate species I've ever kept for that reason. So, like I said, if it doesn't work, then they will slowly die out, and I'll just have I'll have a tank that I can reuse, I suppose. But you know what? It's an experiment. If I can keep them going, I will, but we'll have to wait and see.
So is it like a specific colony will only put out females and another one will put out males?
No.
Well, they can put out males, but the males can mate with the females from the same colony because they'd hold the same genes.
Oh, is that when they speak about the inbreeding in the nest and stuff?
Yeah. They won't inbreed like in between themselves like that. They still need the male to come from an outside source.
Right.
Yeah. So it's a little bit touch and go with them, but I have like communicated with other people with Diacama, so hopefully, like I say, I can get hold of males regularly, and then we'll just see what I can do.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean, I'm massively generalising there, which you can't really do with ants. So, and I'm no expert on them because I don't massively look into it, so I could be wrong, but I believe that's how the system works. And for that reason, I generally, like I said, avoid them for it, just because, the Gamagate queens colonies tend to be quite expensive to get hold of as well. So if they do die out, or if you have got a colony where the queen has died in transit and you don't know about it, then you've just spent a lot of money. So it's difficult. That's why I tend to avoid it. But that's just my personal preferences. So
no, you're completely right. It's one of the things I said was I took the ultimate risk. I got a Gamagate colony and then put them in a situation where I can't even see inside the nest. So I don't even know if they've ever laid an egg. Not really.
I was doing that with that Rurak colony I've got, me 7 queen ones that's in the natural setup. But like I've got no idea what they're even doing or anything. Like I only ever see what's on the surface. But it's
that's it.
I'm constantly seeing workers and they've always got fat abdomens, so I'm guessing they're doing well, they're feeding well. I mean the roaches are going. Obviously I'm dropping in fruit flies every now and then, like pre-crushing, they're taking them, little slices of mealworms and stuff, they're all going. So I mean I guess they're eating well because they're constantly active. I actually thought they would have hibernated myself as well, because with them being like in a natural setup, I thought like with the moisture and anything, it would be cold inside there. So I thought they would have actually hibernated, but I'm actually seeing a lot more activity from them than what I am from some of the other species.
Everyone else,
I remember the last time one was speaking about, I got the Campanotus Linus queen. She still hasn't laid yet.
Surprise.
Yeah, well, she still hasn't laid. Like I say, the first time with that type of species. But yeah, she still hasn't laid yet. But me trapjaw queen, her eggs / larvae now have got very small black dots on them. So I'm guessing that's eyes. So I'm guessing they're hitting like the pupation stage.
Yeah.
And also because I've got around like the small is it the S2 module? I think it is from Akushi.
Okay,
out on the top. So I've got my name, but I put like a tiny bit of a cocoa fiber substrate in as well on one side. And she's actually went over and she's got it, and she's actually made like the tunnel entrance, like from the outworld section to the nest area where the plaster like hydration system is. She's actually blocked a large section of it off, made a hole, so it's made her more comfortable. So that's going well. But yeah, her larvae now have like little black dots on. Well, that was a few days ago actually. I haven't checked them for a while. I've just been dropping like the fruit flies in and letting her do her own thing. So I'm guessing they're doing well. Like.
Yeah. I mean, 7 queen colony. You'd expect them to be like exploding in numbers fairly soon. Yeah.
Well, I got them a few months back as well. I got actually a very nice video when I did the update that the ant lady sent them out for us. They came great condition. They're on a massive brood pile. I mean, the tube was stacked with workers. I put them inside the natural setup. I had the natural setup for about, I think it was a week or something.
Yeah.
Everything was going fine. I placed them in, and they came out. I've got a little skull in one corner, like a little primitive skull from Exoterra, and I
Yeah.
had the tube facing it. And when they came out, they ran straight into it and come out within 5 minutes. They were just back and forwards with the brood. And I got some nice clips from macro lens from different angles. There was, I mean, queens were even coming out carrying brood and stuff themselves. It was really nice to watch. It was cool, really fascinating.
Yeah, cool. We've got a few questions building up, so I'm just gonna. We've got one here from Wacky Ant-Man. What do we think of termite keeping?
If I didn't live in a new house with a lot of wood, I would keep termites.
I really, I'm not gonna lie, I really want to try termites. I've been saying this for such a long time, right? But I've never gotten on to biting the bullet. I've said the same with ant keeping, and that's how I eventually started. I mean, I've always had an interest in ant keeping for years. Like I tell you last time, asked me that for 1 year ago when I used to live with my grandma when I was a young kid, and she brought us home a frigging worm farm.
I remember you saying last time, yeah.
Can you remember that, mate? Yeah. Like I say, I've always had an interest in ant keeping, and it just took a long time for it to bite the bullet and go for it. And it's the same with termites. I really do want to try them. I think they're like the fascinating because obviously you have like the queens who live on their own, where termites is different. They have a male, like they have the king and the queen who will live together, and then if the king dies off, a new one comes along and stuff. And I really do want to try it. I really do want to try personally myself.
I do.
So do I.
I'm the same as you there, matey. I really want to try termites as well, and I'd love to keep them. But I am.
They eat the cotton stuff, don't they? Like in the when you do the test, obviously you do like a normal test tube setup for an ant. So you'll have like tube, and then you'll have like the water, your bit cotton, the space for like where the queen will be, and then obviously you block the end of it. I'm pretty sure like what I saw, you feel like more cotton in the tube, don't you? And the termites are like feed on the cotton and stuff. Or the people are saying like cotton, cotton, like kitchen roll, like toilet paper, stuff like that.
I think they. I think they actually eat the wood. I don't think they just excavate through it like Campanotus ants do. I think they generally eat the wood. So anything wood-based, I mean, cotton isn't wood-based, as you well know, but I imagine they're like paper, toilet paper and stuff. They're probably.
I'm pretty sure it's like some kind of tissues. Like, I'm sure I read something up before. I was watching a video on and see like they had like the full tube was like white, and they were eating on it. So I'm pretty sure it would be like paper towels, like type stuff like that.
Oh.
Yeah,
I'm not 100% sure. Maybe we need to do some research on it.
Oh yeah, totally. If I was going to keep them, I would make sure I do my research on it first. But I think more importantly, I'd need to see how big they get and if I can actually accommodate them in something they cannot escape.
What about retailers? Do you know anything about any like UK-based retailers for termites?
No,
there is some.
I haven't seen any. Like I've looked, like I follow a couple of guys on Instagram. And I spoke to a couple of guys about it. I don't know if I can quickly find him any messages now where his name is. But there's a guy on Instagram I was speaking to not too long ago, and he does the termites. All right, I cannot pronounce that name. Dolmith Widger or Dardana. I don't know if I can show it on screen or not, if it will focus with the cam. Is it going to focus? I don't think it is it?
No.
That's not going to focus, is it? Bollocks. Right, well, it's Dolneth Giordana, but he does he does all the termites and stuff, and honestly, mate, it's so fascinating to watch. Just like the stuff that he uploads. He does like hornet, like wasps and stuff as well, which is quite intimidating. But I mean, like, if that'll focus on them, there's some great images there. Like,
okay, yeah, wow,
so I follow him, but yeah, he says he doesn't know anything either about UK retailers.
Okay. I'm pretty sure I've seen one or two on Facebook, but I'd have to double check. I am part of a termite group, so I'll have to have a look.
You'll have to send us a link for that, mate. I would like to join that because, like I say, I'm really fascinated. I really want to try it out personally myself.
Yeah.
Don't say that, because if you guys start getting termites, then I'll probably end up starting getting termites, and then I'll have a termite addiction as well as an ant addiction.
Yeah.
I'm running out of space as it is.
I don't know how many types of termite there are, but I'm sure we could get a whole couple of shelves going in the ant corner.
Yeah, but we can fix them, boys. We can fix them. I mean, there's always space. They're only small. Until the missus asks, and it's like, oh, but I'll just put it to you. Don't worry.
Yeah. They're only small. Don't worry about them. Yeah.
I mean, another small.
another random question here. I caught an unwinged Mimakaruba on 24th of August, and she laid a huge clump of eggs. None of these eggs have hatched, but the queen is active-ish. Why would that be?
It could be. It depends what he's doing with them, to be honest, because Mimakaruba queens, to my knowledge, are semi-colostral.
Yes,
So
they are.
if he's not feeding them, then they won't develop, and in the end, he's going to run the risk of the queen dying. So he needs to make sure that he's feeding her still, because she can feed the eggs as well, or the larvae, or whatever stage they're in. Doesn't really gauge from here. But also you've got to take into account that the current time of year it is, and that they do produce winter brood, to my knowledge. But a single queen, would she? I don't know again. So there might be just a cool off stage because of hibernation.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
it really depends. I mean, if she laid the eggs sometime after the 24th, like say the 30th
Little one's
of
crying.
August,
2 seconds,
still hasn't
sorry.
hatched, I'd probably say he's not feeding them.
Yeah, I mean, single queen Mimakaruba colonies don't generally do that well. But if she's already laid eggs, like Hood said, she's probably in that kind of hibernation-y stage now. Sorry, my colonies, there's again slowed down. I think even if you keep them warm, I think they naturally, because they do normally, they just naturally slow down a bit this time of year. I don't know why, but yeah, I wouldn't worry. Is generally what I would say. Keep putting in food, like we said. She's semi-claustral, so keep putting in food. I like to use a tubs and tubes setup when they're semi-claustral. Keep putting in the food. Let her do her thing. If she's active, then she's happy. You know what I mean? And just wait. Be patient. That's the best thing to do with ant keeping, is just do nothing. Be patient and let them do their own thing. Really. Any other advice, Hood?
No, other than that, I can't think of anything, to be honest. I mean, I think it's more maybe time of year than anything else. Because I would have thought if he's not been feeding the queen at this stage since August, she's probably dead anyway. So she probably would have died anyway. So I imagine he's feeding her. But it's just a bit of a broad question. You can't really answer it because you haven't got all the information.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just looking through the chat again. Wakushi says that termites are easy to get hold of. Apparently, they've got quite a nasty bite as well.
Well, doesn't somebody keep bullet ants around here?
Yeah, but that's fine.
Yeah, I'm not too bothered by this thing, to be honest. Yeah, because we do keep ants anyway that sting us. I just think it's just operate that level of caution, isn't it? But I think they also spray acid as well, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes I can smell it after feeding them. If you know what I mean, when the nest really boils, you can smell the acid in the air. You ever had that?
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, like the carpenters you can and stuff. Yeah, you defo.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, what a Jesus. What about feeders? Well, feeders, do you just breed any like feeder insects or anything like that?
Say that again.
About feeder insects, like just breed anything like roaches or
mealworms?
Just do anything like yourselves? Any tips or anything?
I've got a huge roach colony of a few thousand roaches. I've got so in my multi-species tank, there's Mario worms actually in the soil. They hatch into the darkling beetle. Yeah,
I had a couple of them.
I try and keep about 6 to 10 in the tank. When I can see more than that, I start taking them out, and I've got a separate unit upstairs that I'll put the spare beetles into this box, leave them for a couple of months feeding them. They'll lay loads of eggs for worms and whatnot. Then I'll take the beetles out and move them to a separate box, keep feeding the worms for a couple of months. Then I'll pretty much just pick them all out, chuck them in the freezer, and that's like a whole nother box of Mario worms then.
I got mine here. These are my red runners that I got in here.
Oh, yeah.
Don't drop that, by the way.
No.
Don't make us nervous.
I don't go near crickets because I lost one in my bedroom, and that was the worst thing ever.
I haven't seen no babies or nothing like no eggs. I've looked up a lot online with the little egg sacs and stuff.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm feeding them. I've kept the ratio for like males to females. There
yeah.
is a few small ones, but I wouldn't go as far as saying babies.
Okay. They
You
do
need,
take a long time.
I would recommend that when you do find any of the little casts, that you separate them off, because if you leave them in there, the females will eat them to get protein to produce their own eggs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So obviously, if anyone who doesn't know, like with the red runners, you have the males and females, and the way to tell them apart is by the color. So
Yeah.
looking at these ones, these are the dark ones. These are the females.
Yeah.
And then you have the males. If I can grab this little shit. Oh, he's gone. Right, where's that one just there? He's got wings.
Yeah.
If you make that out. Yep, and them ones are the males. That's the way to tell them out. Oh, there's a... Oh, shit. Right, I'm going to actually put this down before something goes wrong. Yeah. So with the red runners, you got the very dark ones that have no wings. They're the females. And then the males are like the lighter brown coloured ones with the wings. And that's just way to tell them apart. And as far as I'm aware, it's roughly 1 male to 5 females.
Yeah.
That's the truth I went for these. Yeah, so I've got a lot of cartons in here. They've got plenty of space. I feed them on the oats, and I give them some like vegetable stuff like that. The same eat it, they love it. I've actually been giving them some of the the ant nectar stuff. I've been giving them
those jelly pots. They love the jelly pots as well. Yeah, that's
on cotton, and they swarmed it. Like, I mean, I thought my ants were good. These guys swarmed it. It was crazy.
Yeah,
but I mean, I'm not saying too many little ones here and there, but yeah, egg sacs. I haven't seen no like egg sacs. I've seen them where on the rear side of the roach, like the end of the abdomen, will like swell up, and that's where the egg sac's gonna come out. I've seen a few of them with them, but I haven't seen no egg sacs yet. Like I say, it's my first time trying. You know, it's learning experience and stuff like that. I mean, that one here is like very small, and I don't know. I'm trying.
See, I don't bother breeding mine. If they reproduce like they tend to anyway, because roaches will, I generally don't try and reproduce them. I just buy new ones off of eBay when I need it.
That's what I got these from eBay too.
Yeah, I'm not a massive keep them to breed them jobby, because if I try and make them breed and make a nice setup for them, I'll then start treating them as a pet and not want to kill them and feed them to my ants. So it's just to keep myself detached from them more than anything else.
That's fair. That's fair. So I've got a really, really nice bioactive setup for mine. Like I moved away from the egg crates and all of that sort of stuff, and it's a really nice bioactive setup with mosses and driftwood and all sorts of stuff. But again, I do. Pardon?
For your roaches?
Yeah, for my roaches.
I've got a good life, like, haven't they?
Yeah, yeah. Well, you know, I want to make it a nice life before I chuck them and kill them. But I kind of thought, I thought if I can give them a nice life and make them happy, they're more likely to reproduce, and that's exactly what happened. I started adding in mosses and a big piece of driftwood, and they're all like down the side of the moss and underneath the wood instead of hiding in the crates. And they just, they've like gone nuts since then. I started with probably about 500 in like 100, 200, 100. And now I've got well over 1,000, probably around 2,000 roaches. So it's work. Yeah. Which I need. Pardon?
I've already got 50 to 100, if that.
Yeah. Well, my Polyrhacus dives go through. I've given them 3 roaches tonight. They'll have another 3 on like Tuesday, Wednesday, another feed in on Friday, and then again on Sunday. So they're going through like 6 to 10 roaches themselves.
So what size colony is that you own?
Not quite sure, but in fact, I'll swap the camera over in a second and show you.
Like a rough estimation, like how large?
Well over 1,000, maybe 1,500 ants in there now.
That's cool.
Like the colony, the nest size has just doubled in size. You know all the like sticks that I put in for the run about one.
Yeah.
They've built all the way up to the top row now. It's like wow. In literally overnight, like I came in the morning and there was like a couple of ants walking up the glass. no, came in at night, and there was a couple of ants walking up the grass. Came in the next day, and the grass was covered with the nest.
Jesus.
And it was like, wow, that's amazing. But right, give me 2 seconds. I will change my camera and try and get a view of it.
So Huds, is there any other like hobbies or interests that you've got going on?
Well, other than ant keeping at the moment,
and keep you, is there any other like little hobbies like or things that you're into?
I dabble in a lot of stuff, really, mate. I like my mountain
I can see obviously you've got your guns in the background, which I can see.
Yeah, they're just airsoft. I don't really play that anymore, though, to be honest. I just use them as wall hangers now. But yeah, I like my mountain biking. I was going to start going skiing this year. Hopefully, start next year, but unfortunately, I can't now. So unfortunately, I can't go skiing. But I like skiing. I like doing stuff like that. I'm quite active as well. Not that you look at the size of my belly at the moment, because. But yeah, I like to keep active and run around a bit. But yeah, at the moment, I find that my channel takes up a lot of my free time now as well.
It does, mate. It does. It's very type. A lot of people don't realize how time consuming like video producing is. Like we were speaking about this last time I was on as well. Like the difference, I find it a lot easier to produce like ant keeping content compared to gaming content. So like, I don't know if you noticed, but like I first started out on YouTube and Twitch through gaming content, and then that was maybe 2016. And then it was only like recently in May that I started obviously ant keeping, and I started adding new content to my channel with that as well. But it's a lot easier for me to add on content compared to what it is with gaming. So like to say specific games, I would perhaps have to play like maybe just say 3 to 4 hours of a game, and then go through that 3 to 4 hours of recording while editing it, chopping it down to maybe make like a 30-40 minute video while adding all the effects and everything else, and then rendering the video and then uploading the video and then waiting for it to process. Do you know what I mean? So it is very time consuming, and I don't think some people realize how hard it is and how much effort that content creators actually put into doing this. When you think about work, your family life, and then your own free time, and then your hobbies, and do you know what I mean? It is hard. It is hard.
Yeah, I mean, I'm on YouTube 4 times a week on this channel alone now. Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, and then Sundays as well. And like you say, I'm on it more than I'm not now, and it's a lot of time with work and everything else that you got to try and put in, and trying to get to the gym, and you know, even getting the footage.
I didn't even know who Jim is anymore. Who's he? I've got my old boxing shorts like stuck up on the wall behind us, but I didn't even know who Jim is anymore.
Oh dear. I couldn't live without the gym.
I love it, mate. Like, thing is, I'm going maybe once a week now at the minute. Like, I hung my gloves up like 2 years ago, I think. Was it 2 years? Yeah, 2 years ago was my last fight. I hung my gloves up then, and then I think I had about a year and a half off, and it was only like a few months back that I started like going back to the gym. I mean, I'm only going in like once a week, maybe twice at the most, and even then, like I'm not even going in for fitness enough, and I'm just going in like to do sparring just because I miss like the thrill and the vibe of like getting punched in the mouth. You know what I mean? That's literally the only thing I do about it now. I mean, other than that, I mean, if someone says trying to come to the gym and lift weights, I'm like, no, I'd rather go home and lift a beer out of your mouth. That's about it. You know what I mean?
Tell me about it. I can appreciate that one.
No, honestly.
But yeah, I mean, I do
miss it,
gym, but it's just getting time to go amongst everything else.
Yeah.
And like I said, making videos on YouTube, it is very time taxing. It really is. I mean, you can spend all day doing one video.
Yeah.
And then when you got to think you've got all the other stuff you want to fit in. I haven't got kids, so I feel sorry for people like Ryan.
I've got a newborn now myself,
You know, ones that have got bambinos because they've got to fit all this in around the bambino. So yeah, I feel for them too.
Yeah,
I think that's
my
little
girl's 3 months old.
Pardon?
Who KB?
KB's got a baby on the way as well. Yeah, so he's going to be taken away even more.
Yeah, my little girl's asleep now. She's I'm watching her now on the camera while I'm on here. She's 3 months old on Friday coming.
Oh wow!
Yeah, that's my little girl. Yep, she's on the little wriggle shiz at the moment.
Jealous, mate. I want bambinos, but unfortunately not yet.
Yeah, well, just stick with 1 or 2. Don't get 3 like I did.
Oh, she's cute.
That's my little girl there, Rania.
Oh, beautiful.
That's a little Ross. Then you got the big Ross.
Yeah. See, I find the hardest thing about having kids a little bit older is they've all got their own YouTube channels now because obviously daddy's doing it. And that takes up just as much time editing their videos and uploading them.
I see. I did the same. I've got a stepdaughter as well who's 7. Well, she was 7 yesterday. Yeah, her birthday was yesterday. She's saying, well, we made a YouTube channel for her. She did one video on playing Minecraft, and that was like months ago now. And I literally haven't had the time to get online and do another one. But she doesn't know I've actually got her a gaming PC for Christmas.
Oh,
so
nice.
so she's gonna have a nice little gaming PC for our own room. Because I used to let her come up here and play in it. Like, this is in the loft.
Let's hope she doesn't listen to this.
Oh, mate. She's out. Oh no, she's at our grand's tonight, so it's all good. It's all good.
She's probably wondering, oh, Dad's on a YouTube video. Oh, what's that you got for Christmas?
She's got no idea. It's actually just on the side there next to us. I've got our gaming PC there ready for Christmas. That's all built up and ready to go. We've got a nice pink gaming keyboard, mouse, and headphones set up. Gaming chair. We've got the whole work, so she'll be happy when she sees that. But like I say, I need to make more time for doing this because she loved doing the YouTube video before.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean that was good, Craig. I love seeing her happy. It's crazy because like she's not my blood, you know what I mean? Like she's not my like real daughter, but it's like I've got so much like love for her and time for her, and like I would do everything I could for the kid. And I don't know, it's just crazy. I love the little girl to bits. I love her to bits. I do.
Yeah, it's very admirable of you, matey.
Yeah, very nice. So I'm just going back through the comments quickly. Yeah, my girls, they don't stop. They always want to be filming new videos at the moment. I've got probably about 7 videos that are waiting to be uploaded that I just haven't had the time to like edit and upload and everything. But
what the young ones have been making?
Yeah. I like anytime they're on the computer, they're like, "Oh, can I do some filming, Daddy?" And I quickly set it up and get it going. And then they just like my middle one is a better host than I could ever be. Like, the Amazing Amy is her channel, and like,
yeah, I've watched her videos.
Yeah, she's just natural with it, whereas I have to actually think to say like, "Oh yeah, don't forget to subscribe and things." She's just got that natural charisma that like works amazingly with YouTube. So
it's the same with my little one. Like her name's like Ariana. And we were sitting thinking like I was sitting before. I was like, "I'll tell you what, I'll make you a YouTube channel. Come sit with us." Blah blah blah. So I got the laptop out downstairs. We're both sitting on the sofa. That's right. Look, we need to think of something for a good name for your channel.
Yeah.
I says, that's going to click. It's going to be short. You want nothing like too long. I said, because your name Ariana. I says, it's very long. I'm thinking something nice and short. So we ended up coming up with Ari Plays. So when Ari plays this, Ari plays that kind of thing. So that's kind of the vibe we went for. So obviously, and I said, so you need a little introduction all the time. So tell everyone, hello, I'm Ariana. Welcome to Ari Plays. Today I'm playing this. So we made our first video and she's like, oh, hello. Like, I mean, like, she's about this big in the chair.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, hello, everyone. I'm Ari Plays. And today we're playing Minecraft and blah, blah, blah. And all this. She was just so happy. Like, and as soon as she got to playing, she was just, our mind just went. She didn't think about nothing, and she just got lost in herself. They're doing it, and it's great to see. Like it's lush to see the kid having a good time.
Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of the same. When I start like streaming and stuff, like it just starts flowing. Like the conversation, like this, just flows, doesn't it?
Oh, it does, mate. It does.
Yeah. Question: how old is she? You said 7, didn't you?
Yeah. 7. I didn't want to interrupt you. So I just held my hands up. So I didn't want to interrupt you while you were speaking. But yeah, my little daughter's, my stepdaughter, sorry, she's 7. Just turned 7 yesterday on the 18th. That was her birthday.
Aunt England's daughter is going to be restarting her YouTube channel after Christmas and has 7 colonies.
I'm looking forward to that.
Call her little lads.
She had a good little channel, to be fair. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head now, but I'm sure Aunt England will plug it in the chat. But yeah, it was really good to watch young people getting involved in ant keeping, to be honest, especially ones that are knowledgeable. I did a little podcast with Ants Junior. I think he's early teens, like 13, oldest, around that age, fairly young lad still. but his enthusiasm and knowledge was really impressive. You should check out his videos, by the way, as well, guys. Definitely. But yeah, his knowledge was awesome. The Ant Princess, that was it.
That's it.
Princess. Yes, I've watched a couple of her videos, and we've only got a couple up. They're really good.
I'll check it out. Like,
we'll have to check it out. I'll have to look it up in a minute.
If she continues to do it, get her up, do an interview with her on a picnic table.
Yeah. I mean, I'd have to speak to Ants England definitely about that, and maybe do a pre-recorded one during the day. I don't know if you saw the one I done with my daughter. Obviously, to save their identities, we didn't have them on screen. I had just the cartoon of two ants chatting. So maybe I'd do something like that.
I seen that. I mean, that was actually very good. That was actually very cool. That.
That took me so long to put together. I don't do animation. I don't do clip art.
It was a voice every time they were speaking.
Yeah, that's it. And I made that on Paint, because Paint is the old school way of putting things together was Paint. That's go back to Windows 98. I'd be sorted.
Hey, can you guys remember Pivot?
No, what was that?
Pivot Stickman animation. Can you not remember that?
No, I think even that was past my time. I remember PowerPoint.
I know Anton's a lot older than me.
No. Yeah.
No, but I remember when I was in school. I mean, I'm going back sometime myself as well. But we used to have a program in school called Pivot Stickman Animation. Well, it used to make me go on and do things in it would have a stickman would be on screen, and he would have access points on just the wrist, the elbow, the shoulder, the neck, the waist, everything. And he would do frame by frame, make your stickman move and add multiple characters to the screen, make them fight each other and stuff. If you go on YouTube and type in Pivot Stickman fight and stuff like that, there'll be loads of animations. It's crazy.
I'm gonna have to look that up.
Obviously, you didn't have that in the Middle Ages when I was born, did we?
No, but I'm pretty sure back then you were still smacking rocks together, weren't you? So make a flame.
Oh dear. Would love to have a chat with one of you guys, especially because non-British people always mention that accent.
It's not annoying.
No.
I mean, if you listen to my accent,
if you listen to Sadie, she's definitely got a dodgy accent. But but other than that, we all sound fine.
I'm not even going to get started. I'm not going to say nothing about my own accent. I mean, I'm a Geordie. I've got a thick, strong accent. I mean, I talk fast as it is, but once I have a few, you know what I mean? That's it.
I always get told I sound like a farmer, and I can't say chocolate right, apparently. I say it weird. Do I say chocolate weird?
No.
Chocolate.
No, that's what I thought, but it's maybe chocolate or something. But I say chocolate.
Chocolate.
Just
say chocolate.
Yeah.
I say chocolate. Chocolate.
Chocolate.
Yeah. But you should see, Sandy will say it, and it will just sound really weird anyway, because she just sounds weird. She's been abusive on the chat now.
She is.
Somebody did ask, what was our was it favourite species? I think it was something along those lines.
Okay.
That we keep. And
that we keep.
Yeah, I mean that was a tough one, because when I seen the question, I was looking around trying to think of it, and I think my favourite, just because I've just finished filming them, is probably going to be my Solenopsis today.
Yeah.
For me, because it's always
that's quite a hard question for me. That I genuinely don't know. I actually love all of them. I don't know. It was my Iberica. My Iberica was my favourite. But they seem to be struggling. I mean, and not that just because they're struggling. I'm all right, go that way. I was loving me Iberica at first, but they seem to be struggling, so it's quite stressful at the minute. My Rubra obviously all thriving. My Mesa Barbarus, I absolutely love. My Mesa Barbarus doing so well. I love my Mesa Barbarus. Trapjaw, I love all my hands. I'm not going to say nothing else.
It is really hard. My favourite is probably the multi-species tank, not the ants inside of it. The ants I love all my ants the same, but The multi-species tank is the best tank I have. That's what I'm going to go with.
Fair one. But I swip and change every day because I think I said in my interview with you last time that
Whatever's doing the best.
Whatever I'm filming, because that's what I pay all the attention to. And then because I'm paying all that attention to it, I love them. And then I move. Next video I'll be doing. Oh my word! Can I show you that? Just look at the state. Can you see that outworld there with my noded in? The one by my nose. Look, just by my nose there.
Yeah.
See how busy,
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, see how busy and crazy it is. I must have at least 30 queens in there as well at the moment.
Jesus.
Whoa.
They're just. I think.
Yeah, well, that's my stubborn little bitch that hasn't even laid nothing yet.
Yeah, is that water yellow? Or was that just your hand?
Oh, that was me hand.
That's just your hand. Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Water's crystal clear, mate. Everything's fine. It's literally just the queen. I'm guessing and I'm hoping that's just because of the time of year, with it being the winter.
Yeah, potentially. Yeah, they do hibernate, and it might be why she's not laying at the moment, even though she's been kept at room temperature.
I've actually had her for about two or 3 months now, maybe. I've had her for quite well now, but she hasn't laid. So I don't know. I won't lie, mate.
I don't know anyone that's ever kept a hurt queen past a couple of workers.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Yeah, if you pull it out the bag, mate, he'd tell me a secret.
Yeah, I've got 2 and I can't do nothing with them.
Yeah, they're notoriously difficult to find, but I've struggled with Campanotus as a general rule of thumb. I've had a couple of successes, but other than that, Campanotus has been a bit of Achilles heel for me, to be honest.
Yeah, well, like I say, I've got the Campo Her Queen. I've had her for quite a while now, and she hasn't laid nothing at all. I kind of got the vibe that maybe it's because it's the time of year, it's just want to slow down and whatever. So I was kind of hoping that she would maybe last past the winter and then maybe start producing. I've kept a tube on a heat cable, but I've kept it towards like the front of the tube, like where the cotton is. So if she doesn't want to be away from the heat, she can actually like move away from it.
Yeah.
Which she doesn't seem to be bothered. She normally always seems to be like in the middle of the tube anyways. But my Rabida, I got them maybe like a month ago or something, and it was from Anantics, and it was 1 queen with a small batch of eggs and 1 worker, and I've now actually got 2 workers hatched 2 days ago, and bam, I actually just spotted when I was feeding them. But yeah, I've got 2 workers in there now, and all the eggs are now turning into larvae, and they're actually doing really well. And I actually put a little cotton ball in with some of that bubble gum stuff on that I showed you just before.
Yeah.
And the queen actually came out of a tube, which I didn't expect, because I know they do hunt themselves and stuff anyways.
Yeah.
But with them already having like 2 workers, she was actually out. Her and her 2 workers were all 3 of them were on the cotton ball at the same time. And that was like, actually quite nice to watch,
Yeah. Got excited.
Oh, see, some chaps just posted another question up. NZ Plus, I think is it? Z Plus.
Z Pulse.
Yeah, yeah. And to tell you the truth, he's. I agree with him. I'd love to get honeypots because ever since watching that documentary on, was it Empire of the Desert Ants on the BBC?
Yes, I've seen that.
Absolutely love him, but he's very right. I think Antboy UK's got a successful Connolly, but I don't know anybody else that's actually had them and kept them alive in the UK. I know that in America people have kept them alive, but in the UK I don't know anybody apart from one maybe that's got a Connolly that's actually lived. So it's
because just said 99%. It's 99% failure rate.
Yeah, and because anything to 130 quid plus, it's a big loss to risk when the failure's so high. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Also, like I feel like anyone, like any ant keepers, like when people say, "Oh, like what's your dream, like colony and stuff like that," I think everyone's gonna always say like leaf cutters or honeypots, because obviously leaf cutters are like completely different, like you say. I mean, obviously the way they live, and then obviously honeypots, you got the what's it called? Is I forgot the name. What's the name of the specific ant that has like the big abdomen? There's a certain one, isn't it?
Yes, a honeypot.
Yeah, honeypot.
No, I mean, but they have a certain name, don't like a certain because obviously they all have the normal.
Oh, you're about repletes.
Yes, that's one, the repletes. So then obviously they have the repletes and stuff like that. I mean, so for that reason, obviously they're like very popular and stuff. But for me, it's just Nikos. I am very much dying to get Nikos. Honestly, like that's at the minute for me. That's literally all I want is Nikos. For some reason, I don't know why. I've watched. I don't know how many videos. I don't know how many hours or minutes I've spent watching videos, but it's just there. Nikos for me at the minute. I really, really, really want Nikos. That's my dream at the minute.
That's fair.
Yeah, I do love my Nikos, matey. I'm sure you've watched my videos of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, mate.
Cheers,
I
mate.
have.
Yeah.
I've got European honey pots, but I didn't want to risk it with the more exotic ones, just because, like you say, they're so expensive with such a big risk. But the European ones still have the pleats. They're not as big, but they're still quite cool. They still, fill up the same way and hang and all of that lot.
Yeah, I might have to look into them, to be fair, because I think it's going to be a happy medium, and they're not as expensive as the American ones.
Yeah, they're really, really cheap considering, like same as any normal ant colony price-wise, rather than the special ones,
I mean, Wacky Ant-Man's saying that you're not to hibernate them, and I wouldn't argue with that, but it's not the reason why they fail so much. Like I said, most people don't seem to get them. I mean, I made a massive mess up with the ones that I got, and you could see that video in my past. So, in my previous video, so you know what happened there. But I don't think many people get them to the stage of where you'd consider hibernating them anyway, because they just die.
For his birthday next year, if I treat myself, I want to get honey pots or something crazy.
Yeah. I would love to get like a massive colony of army ants, but you'd need such a massive space and so much.
Aren't they like impossible to keep though? Like they make bridges and
pretty
like
much,
I've seen videos where there's like a house with an overhang and there's like a wasp nest, and they've made like a bridge there coming off and they'll swoop round and they're attacking the wasp nest from the bottom side on the weak bit, and it's like what the actual
I mean, the hardest part of keeping them is the fact they're nomadic, like they're always on the move. They don't really settle in one nest location.
Because they build the nest themselves, don't they?
Yeah, that's it. So they carry the brood along with them whilst they're killing things and eating things. They're like always moving, and you'd need like a whole rainforest sort of thing to keep them.
You do need a long roaming area. They don't set up a nest per se. They make a bivouac out of their own workers.
Use the cells, don't they? Make nests like they'll go to one area, forage on the way, and then they'll form a nest for the night or whatever, and then they'll move to the next place and forage nest up again and stuff, don't they?
Yeah, they're absolutely gnarly, but you'd need like ask the Queen to borrow one of her castles and all the land to be able to keep it, because you're going to need it, I think.
Yeah. I've got a question. What are the European honeypots called? Proformica something or other. I can't actually remember what they're called off the top of my head. If someone's got 2 seconds to look it up, because I can't at the moment. But they're Proformica something or other. Ferreri, maybe. I can't pronounce it as always. But yeah, U.S. University kept army ants, but the tank was 500 square feet, and they had a temperature-controlled room. I think in reality it is that you would never that's pretty much it. Like you'd need so much space and. Like it's so difficult to keep army ants. It wouldn't really be feasible, but that is my dream. Like I don't know why they just amaze me above all other ants. They're so ferocious and different. Like they don't nest, and they're just really interesting to me. I find them awesome.
Yeah, I agree, but I think the next best thing you could get is probably Carabera diversa or Aphilis. Then if you can get them started off, then you can have something similar.
I was looking at diversa just because, like you say, they're quite the same, and you get nice. What's the word? That's the word. Yeah, thank you. They are really cool species, and I think I might. I've got a few things coming to the channel after the new year. Put it that way.
Ooh, looking forward to it, mate.
Yeah, I've been saving pennies and making space.
Oh,
yeah,
cheeky, very cheeky.
You see,
some more
Wacky Ants
tanks.
is talking about getting some more Campanotus ants, and I'm just like, I want to start trying to avoid Campanotus. Apart from the one that I've reserved, there's another hint for you. Till the new year, as it were. But yeah, so
Yeah,
spill the beans. Spill the beans.
I struggle with Campanotus. Like I've had several different Campo colonies, and I just can't get them off the ground. I don't know whether it's me or I don't know. Even I had a Campanotus nicoparensis, and even that failed, to be honest. But I did get that after, like, I took it in from someone who was failing with it already, and by the time it came to me, she lasted about 2 days, and then she died.
see, they're difficult to found, to be fair. Still, even a Nicobrensis, once they get established, then they just go crazy and really robust. But when you're talking about the founding stage, founding stage, they're quite temperamental as any other Campanotus. So it's just remembering to leave them alone.
Yeah. I
My
mean,
sea feds are getting sent out on Monday as well. The aunt lady messages I'm getting her personal colony of the Campanotus fident. How do you pronounce it? Do you know how? Fidentidos.
Oh,
Campanotus fidentidos. Them ones.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but I was just sending them out on Monday, so those guys are coming, and I've got they set up there ready for them. So they'll be coming, and I think I showed this last time, but yeah, I've got the setup here, which will be going in.
Oh, that's the high tech ants one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is that his new acrylic one, or is that the?
Oh Jesus! Yeah,
I'm sure you did that last time as well.
I'm pretty sure I did, mate. But yeah, so we got Outworld. It's all like top nick, like all magnetic and stuff for the connection ports. Nice, solid. I'm really excited for the get them. It's been a long time. It's been about 6 weeks, I think, maybe 7 weeks. I've been waiting now. But she dropped us a message this morning saying that they're coming out on Monday. It's just been just for the temperatures and stuff.
Nice.
So yeah, those guys are coming out on
them
Monday. The aunt lady, I'm getting her personal colony.
How big's that?
Nice.
I think like 50 plus burgers or something. I think she said.
Oh, nice.
It's her Campanotus fed that she had, and when she was always like sharing her pictures of and everything. I got it set up in there. Yeah, that's what she sent out. So I went for the plaster one, not the sponge. Yeah, so yeah, I'm excited to get them, and I've got the heat cable all set up and round a couple of times in lap, so it's underneath and keeping the temperature going for it. So I'm excited for to get those guys in. Like,
sounds good.
Bit jealous, but yeah. I just struggle with finding Campanotus, to be fair. I had a couple of successes, but it is what it is, though, isn't it, guys?
I think they're more sensitive to sound. Like, I know Hercularis communicate with sound a little bit. I'm not sure about the rest of the Campos, but I assume they probably all do. But I just find them more sensitive to any sound, like the slightest cough or anything, and that's that. They'll eat their brood.
Well,
that's what I
found
find.
for them.
There's a lot of hmms.
Oh dear. Just going back through the comments, making sure we've not missed any questions.
I have Campanotus feds. They are amazing. Make sure you get every color sugar you can find. I've got the blue here. I've got this at the moment. And I've also got some normal sunburst nectar. And I've got some different like red colors and stuff. Yeah, I've got a few. I've got a few yet to experiment with and try out.
I've got a question for Ants Hood actually. Your liquid feeders that you've been making, obviously I love them. I use them for all my colonies. Have you got any with a slightly bigger opening yet?
Yeah, I've just not advertised them for sale.
Okay.
Well, do you make your own goods, do you?
Just my liquid feeders. I don't I generally don't try and push them out per se.
They are really good.
I never even knew, mate.
They're the new ones. They're the old ones, and they're the new ones comparatively speaking. So I've changed it. I've lowered the height on them. just so the threads fit better. And we can't really see, but they're
No,
narrow and they're a lot wider.
You can actually see, you can see the difference in the sizes.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I have got them. I can print some for you if you want, matey.
Yes, please. I'm gonna have to. I want to try them with my bullet ants because they won't use test tubes. Not really. The cotton works, but I just don't know how effective it is for them to drink off it because they don't. If you know what I mean. When I feed them it just raw liquid, rather than drinking it, they'd rather take a clump of the liquid back to the nest. So I'm assuming like they don't have much of a large social stomach as some other ants, maybe.
Yeah,
That's what I think. That's what it seems like.
Yeah, we'll talk offline after this anyway, and I'll see what I can do for you.
Thank you, buddy.
I think I've finished printing my Omega Destroyer, so I could probably fit in the printing relatively soon.
Yeah, awesome. Are you still printing your nest?
The flood feeders in the outworld had like a thin layer of sand in the bottom of the outworld for the Mesobarbarus, and they decided to stuff the slots, like the holes on the water with sand, and that leaked out. All the sand got like dried out, got wet, and they decided to leave the nest, dig out the sand, which is about that, literally, not even joking, about that deep.
Yeah.
And they all moved out, all brood. I don't even know how the queen fit under it. Honestly, I've got no idea how the queen even fit. But yeah, they were there for a bit. I put a light over the top to try and get the sand dried out. And I think it was like maybe a week later, they all moved out and went back to the nest. So I was happy about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, go on.
Sorry.
My blackhead Mesobarbarus have literally done the same in the last week. They've got like the same amount of substrate, probably even less, literally less than a millimeter of sand. And I've gone out and looked, and they've got a tunnel. Just the tiniest, like probably one of the first nanitics, like came out, went into the tunnel, and I thought it was just going to go down, touch the bottom, come back up, and give up. But he literally disappeared. Like they've made a proper tunnel into nothingness. I don't even know how they're fitting in there. It's ridiculous.
But mine tunneled in that.
Oh wow! That's probably about the same. Yeah.
Mine has filled the liquid feeder and tunneled in that, and I've got no idea how. Honestly,
what's in your liquid feeder? Just water.
Just water, mate. But how does a queen fit in that, mate? Honestly,
that's mad, isn't it? Yeah,
absolutely berserk.
We've got a comment here from Wacky Ant-Man. Did we know that Mesa species don't have social stomachs, so they can't do trophallaxis, which is why they take all their food to the nest? I did not know that. They do not have any social stomach at all. That's interesting.
That's news to me as well. I have seen them carry food into the nest when they break like chunks of protein off the roach and stuff.
Yeah.
I've noticed they carry big lumps of it to the nest, but I didn't know they didn't have a social stomach, so that's news to me, to be honest.
Yeah, that's definitely news to me. I'll look that up at some point. I'll write it down. I'll look it up now. Just because I didn't know that. I assumed that some ants might have smaller social stomachs or whatever, but I thought they all had some kind of degree to social stomach.
See, I would have thought that they did have some form of social stomach because I know that they transfer water into the nest a lot.
Yeah, they drink so much, don't they?
Well, they need the water to make the ant bread, so that's why they've got high requirements towards it.
Yeah. I mean, my Lasius niger are the only ones which drink as much, and it's really weird actually because Lasius niger you think would be like kind of easy, but the water demands from them, they can drink like a whole one of your water towers easily in a few hours and still need more. You know, they're just always drinking.
If they haven't got a very humid nest, they'll use it to keep the brood clean and to humidify the brood as well. So you might find if they are sucking up a lot of water, they might be quite dry in the nest itself.
Yeah, I did consider that might be a factor, but where they're in that T-shaped formicarium where they've dug their own tunnels, I don't want to I water 1/3 of it and let it sort of spread, but I don't want to overwater it because it will either flood them or collapse tunnels, or I don't want to risk it too much. But if they're happy doing it like this, then I'll leave them to it.
Oh yeah, totally. I'd agree with that one as well. If it works,
Yeah,
if it ain't broke, don't fix it, as I like to say.
yeah, that's it. That's it. I'm just gonna say, if anyone can actually see the dives feeding, I put them on this jam jar lid just because I thought it's a bit easier to see than the like the soil. Hang on, we're just turning on the nighttime lights as well. So yeah, I just thought that would be pretty cool to have a look at it on the big jam jar lid. And whilst I'm talking about it and showing off the colony, that's how much they built. It's like all the way up the back now.
Yeah, you can see.
Yeah, quite substantial. And watching it, like, they haven't filled in the back area yet, so you can still see in the glass. It's pretty cool. Like, it's like almost like a honeycomb, like with your fungus nest.
Yeah.
It's a little bit like that. It's like a honeycomb on the inside with lots of separate chambers and different areas filled with different brood and whatnot.
Yeah, it's just a bit pixelated. We're struggling to see it, mate, to be fair.
Yeah, that's what you feel like.
Yeah, I think it's just I've got a rubbish connection out here, to be honest.
Yeah, no dramas. It is what it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna after Christmas I've got plans to get a proper board brand installed and got a new camera.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, 1 second, mate. Just try this out for 1 second, okay? You see at the bottom where it's got your webcam and stuff, it'll say mute, stop cam, mic, and share, and then leave studio. Click on cam/mic on your settings.
Yeah.
Right, and then have camera at the top. Click on camera, and then it'll say show advanced options.
No, I haven't got that because I'm on the phone.
Is it?
Yeah.
Damn. See, for me, like with me, we'll have the webcam. I can have show cam options, and it'll tell us like what camera I'm using. So obviously it'll have like me cam up there, but it'll see advanced options, and I can choose like what quality I'm outputting. So I'm mine like at a higher quality. I was going to see that might have been a thing for you, possibly.
I think it's just because, like I said, I'm pushing my.
That's all I think it is. I think it's just because it's from the phone. I think it was like a computer. So now you would have like a better quality.
Yeah, I think I'm just pushing my internet to its like absolute boundaries. But like I say, as soon as Christmas is over, I'm gonna get the broadband installed. I've got a new webcam, so I'll be able to go from the computer.
What cam did you get?
I have no idea what it is, but it's fairly good. It's costing me a nice chunk of money. I'll send you a link to it later.
Yeah, that's it. That is. So with it being Christmas and we will get all the Christmas presents out and stuff, I actually emptied the entire storage area and the backside of the loft, and I still haven't even found that webcam yet.
Sorry. Like I said, I've got that coming. I've got a new microphone coming and like proper gear now, so I'm not just gonna be running it off my phone.
I'll be running mine off my phone for a long time.
Yeah. Like,
I'm starting my gaming setup myself. That's where I'm sat. I've got freaking 4 monitors and shit.
This is my iPad. This is what I'm using.
Yeah, I mean, I can do most of it on my phone.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a bad phone. I can get away with most things, but like now, I just want to have that extra sort of bandwidth and capability.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, that sort of thing I want. But so like when we start and I've got the music in the background, that's my computer playing the music whilst my phone is the camera. So I've got both running, and it's just a lot of kind of logistics at the minute. It'll be a lot easier when I get a decent webcam for my computer. Because I mean, the webcam I've got in a minute I could use, but it would be even more pixelated than this.
Yeah, all right, guys, I'm going to have to be rude and say I'm going to pop smoke and Foxtrot Oscar because I'm tired.
Yeah, no, we fully appreciate you being here, Hood. Thank you so much for joining in, answering our questions. I will post links to your channel in the description. I'm sure everyone has already subscribed, but if you haven't already, please do subscribe to Hood. And we shall say goodbye to you, Mr. Hood, if you want to sign off.
Yeah, no worries, guys. It's good to talk to you all, and even you, Big Ross. You nasty.
Yeah, it's nice to finally meet you, mate. Honestly, nice to finally meet you.
Yeah, and I'll send the foot pictures to you soon, mate. All right, love you all. Bye.
See you, mate.
See you
Enjoy your
later,
night.
buddy. Bye. Oh, well, that was great to have him on.
He's good lad. Good lad.
Yeah, yeah. We've got a message from KB here. I'm just going to highlight that. Hey,
Yeah, see.
everyone. Sorry I couldn't make the stream. Really gutted, but hopefully be on after Christmas. I'll definitely be booking you back in, KB. Don't worry about that. Whilst everyone's still here, we've still got quite a few people. Next week is the 26th, the Sunday, the Boxing Day. I am going to be doing another one like this, another relaxed stream where we can just chat. If you want to get on it and be one of the many, many people that are going to come on, just give me a message. I'll send you the link. Big Ross, you're more than welcome to join us again. It would be brilliant to have you, buddy. I just thought we could get loads of people chatting on here, just have it sort of an open mic night, if you know what I mean.
We got that, mate. Sounds good. If I'm not too busy, yeah, of course. Like I say, it's just kids and stuff. You know what I mean? If I'm a bit tied up, I'm tied up. But if not, yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah, I mean, it's Boxing Day, so we're all going to be a little bit busy, a little bit hectic, tired, possibly hanging or drunk. So it's just another relaxed one, nothing major. I'm not going to be interviewing anyone, put it like that.
I enjoyed it tonight. It was nice to have like a little freeway thing that we can all just sit and talk about different things and stuff. It was cool.
Yeah. I mean, I have got a couple of these ones in the works as well. A couple of us are gonna sit there and just chat random crap for a few hours, But I'm booked all the way up until March at the minute with so many different people coming on the picnic table. It's insane. It's doing really well. Next week we've got Formicast. Have you heard of Formicast?
No, I don't believe I have.
Formicast are like a American ant podcast. Again, not a massive channel, but about the same size as mine. Just they're really great. They know a lot more from their side of things. Obviously, they're very different in America to how we run things in the UK.
Yeah.
So it's really great to have them coming on and hear. Like they've got so much experience from interviewing other people, they can share a lot more than just one person, if you know what I mean. It's going to be really interesting.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I can't wait for that one. Have you seen that we've got the giveaway on at the moment?
I have seen it, but I haven't yet checked it. I noticed it a couple of days ago, but like I say, I've had a really busy weekend with it being the little one's birthday.
Yeah.
But yeah, actually, when I come off, yeah, I'm gonna check it out because I haven't had a chance yet. I'm pretty sure one of my friends tagged us in a comment of your Instagram post as well. I think one of my friends tagged us in it or something. Yeah,
okay.
definitely check that out.
Yeah, I mean, I'll go through it quickly. I've got this competition. We're going to have one on my Discord and one on Twitch as well. This competition, we've got a £25 voucher, a £15 voucher, and a £10 voucher. You just have to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment which ant colony you want to see when we come back. And then if you're one of the winners, you get to choose what ant shop or what shop you want to get the gift card from. It doesn't have to be an ant shop. It can, that's what I thought. It could be like if you're into making terrariums, but you don't keep ants.
You can for anything. So, yeah, 100%. I get what you mean. Gives everybody a chance to be involved. I mean, because some people watch ant keeping who can't actually ant keep. Where they might say, I get that. That's a good idea. Really good idea.
Brilliant.
How do you choose your winners for your giveaways?
So what I'll be doing is I will go through who commented in what order. You'll be given a number, and then I will put that into a random number generator and literally read them off like that live on screen, so there can't be any dispute.
Have you seen the live duck races?
No, I haven't.
Because when I've done giveaways in the past, like I've exactly the same way you said, I've gone through and give everyone numbers, and then I've got a live number generator. Obviously, I've had like the notepad open with all the names, with the numbers on.
Yeah.
And then I did the number generator, and I've done it that way for Google. But there's also another one. If you go on to Google and you type in live duck race, it's actually quite fun and it's exciting and it makes it a bit more like fun for
Yeah.
people to watch. I'll see if I can quickly get up on my phone and I'll show it on camera for you.
Yeah, that'd be brilliant. That actually sounds really interesting.
It is, mate. It is. Live duck race. So it's like an online stopwatch, just like this. We'll bring it to a website that looks a little bit like that.
Yeah.
And scroll on, that's the screen you'll get.
Okay. Yeah.
And you'll go onto there, and after you choose, you have a little bar at the bottom which you'll slide up. For example, let's just say you've got 40 people in, and you want to do it for just say 60 seconds. Such as I've got it set there, 60 seconds. There's a little slidey bar at the bottom, that little green circle, and you press set. It loads up on the screen, which looks like this for a minute. It'll add all the ducks, like the amount of entries that you have.
Okay. Yeah.
And then once you hit start race, all the ducks will race.
Oh wow. I like that. I do like
really
that.
Cool, mate. Really cool. Like I say, it'll go as you want. Obviously, the ducks will go back and forwards or lose. Like they'll slow down, they'll speed up and stuff. And then obviously you'll get a random winner. So it's not just like hitting right random, boom, there's your number. You can say like, right, how about let's do a 30-second race? Do you know what I mean? And it gets intense. People will be sitting watching, be like, oh yes, my number's winning. Oh, I'm losing. Do you know what I mean? It is. It's exciting, mate. It is really exciting.
Now that is interesting because I was doing for the Twitch one, I was going to do like sort of a roulette wheel sort of thing,
right?
But a little bit harder to explain. But something like that might actually work a lot better because it was
I've done giveaways in the past, and I've always used a Google number generator.
Yeah.
But like I say, I mean, it's like I know it's like obviously it's just getting the giveaway we went done with. But it's slightly boring. Where the duck race is, it's a bit more like exciting. It's a bit more intense kind of thing. It gets people like more drawn in to watch kind of vibe. So I mean, instead of like going on and being like, okay, there's your number, generate, and then within like half a second, boom, there's the number on the screen. Right, it's over and done with. Streams over. You know what I mean? It adds more length to it. Adds more time. Adds more excitement. More fun. People's in chat. Good luck, everyone, and people laughing at this. Oh, go faster! Like, do you know what I mean? It just adds more like vibe to the stream as well. So I think that'll be a good option for me. Definitely try that out. Definitely have a look at it.
I'm
very easy to use. Very, very easy to use.
I'm writing it down now. Live
duck race. All it is, just type it in Google, live duck race. And then at the bottom, you'll have a little bar, a little screen ball that you slide to see how many entries you have. So for an example, if you have 100 entries, slide it up to 100. Then you click on the numbers at the top for the for how long you want, 60 seconds, however long you want. You press start, all the ducks will go on the line. And once you get everyone ready, you press start and the ducks will race. You can have audio playing, you can have the audio turned off. And all the ducks are racing, the quacking, and there's little horns going off and stuff. So it's fun, mate. It's fun than your normal like number generator.
Yeah, that sounds really good actually. I like that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh dear. Right. Well, I think I'm gonna end the stream in a minute. If anyone does have any questions for either me or BigRoss before we go, please do chuck them in now. Ants England says, could you imagine if you could change the ducks to ants? That would be awesome.
Ants just running across the desert or something.
Yeah, that would be brilliant. So like a little piece of watermelon.
Live ant race. They're all just fucking running across the leaves in the mouth, in the mandibles, sorry.
Mandibles, yeah. Don't get that wrong. God, you have people.
I was about to get loads of hate there. Mouths.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going
to end it there. No, it's been absolutely brilliant. Thank you for joining us, BigRoss. Again, if you want to join in on Boxing Day, you're more than welcome, and anybody else is more than welcome as well. Just give me a little message. And thank you for coming on, buddy. I'll let you sign off.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. Thank you, everyone. Everyone enjoy the rest of your night. Have a good weekend. All right, peace out, mate. See you in a bit.
See you later, buddy.
Right, where's the leave button?
And before I go, I will just reiterate, I do have my competitions running currently until the 5th of January on my YouTube channel. There will be a couple of competitions on Discord and Twitch as well. So if you can get onto them, you've got more chances of winning some awesome prizes. Don't forget, we put these on as podcasts on Spotify as well. So if you have missed any of this, you can jump on Spotify, download it, and listen to it offline anytime. I'm also doing more live streams from this tank on my Twitch. I did a couple on YouTube, and now I've decided that I'll probably just do the live streams during the week, just on Twitch, just because that's a better sort of platform for it. I don't want to clog up my YouTube platform with all these random live streams. But that is there, and it is actually quite enjoyable. It's much like what you're seeing now. So if you just like, watching some ants, seeing what's going on in the tank, the beetles, the crabs, I get different angles and different stuff. Try and make it interesting for you as well. And it's another chance for you to speak to me. And then Discord is obviously doing really well as well. It's definitely worth joining the Discord this side of Christmas for the giveaways. We've got more things coming to the Discord as well, more giveaways, more mods, and possible sponsors coming in. So don't miss out, basically. Get involved in the Discord, get involved on all the different social media platforms. I think I've pretty much covered everything. I'm just going through my entire list. Don't forget, we've got a don't forget, on the 26th we have basically an open stream. If you want to get involved, just give me a message. I'll send you the link to join in, and you can be on screen with us, much like tonight, just having a nice, awesome chat. The following week to that, on the 2nd of January, the new year, we have Formicast podcast. It's going to be absolutely awesome. Formicast, like I said in the stream, are an American podcast to do with ants, and they're just absolutely brilliant, really knowledgeable, really fun to work with and speak with, and it's going to be a really good stream. So if you've got any questions for them, write them down or send them to me, whatever works for you, and we'll get some good questions going for them as well. And obviously, we'll just wait and see what happens on the AntCon front. Rakushi and Ant Antics were absolutely dying to hear more information. So just keep us all updated, and I will try and keep everyone updated on what I know about it as well via this stream. But that's all from me today. I hope you've all had fun. I've had a lot of fun. Again, I always do enjoy doing these picnic table ant chats for you. But as always, for me, I'll see you again soon, Ant fans.